mildly sick to being deadly.
And the spread of a deadly respiratory disease.
By outcry over Wuhan's overcrowded hospitals, the epidemic consuming this country.
Shows you that they are facing challenges on a simple logistical level.
The total number of confirmed cases is now at more than 4,500.
Over 300 cases now reported.
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. You are watching another episode of Freaky Friday with Spooky Tea, and today we are going to be talking conspiracy theories. We are going to be going into something that's very relevant right now that a lot of people are going through and that we don't know enough about, and that's even including me. These are all just conspiracy theories. Nothing that I say here is confirmed. It's all speculation. It's not meant to hurt anyone, anything. It's just trying to put a question out there and speculate about what's really going on today. I have a full set of notes on this subject. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what is the coronavirus. So, just very mild overview. It can cause an infection in your upper throat, your nose, or your sinuses. And that's just a general overview of coronavirus, every single type of it. I think 2019 novel coronavirus. That one is the cause of an outbreak respiratory illness. As you guys all know, it was first detected in Wuhan, China. So I guess many patients had a link to seafood, food markets, and all that stuff. So they were saying that it was probably a close proximity to those things, suggesting that it was an animal to person spread. However, afterwards, more patients were coming out with this virus, and turns out they had no link to any food market or seafood or anything like that. This is starting to become an issue of a person-to-person spread. Now, what they are telling us right now is that it's unclear how this virus is spreading, and it's unclear how it's gonna be sustained, so we're not very quite sure. Right? It looks like the coronavirus is going from somebody being mildly sick to being deadly. So this kind of reminds me of the influenza outbreak that we had in 2009, and it also traces back to the outbreak that we had in 1918. Here is where our conspiracy truly begins, and I am going to put quotes of everything that I'm going to be saying. I'm going to try to put the link to every video that I use down in my description. And if you guys like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see any more videos like this, kind of conspiracy theories. And if you do, drop a conspiracy theory you want to hear in my next video. So the first thing that I found on the internet was, and this is a quote, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation predicted up to 65 million deaths via coronavirus in simulation ran 3 months ago. Now, the foundation came out to say that they actually did not predict that, and that it was more of an exercise, which seems a little bit odd, but this is what they came out to say after people speculated that they had predicted this. So they said, to be clear, the Center for Health Security and Partners did not make a prediction during our tabletop exercise. For the scenario, we modeled a fictional coronavirus pandemic, but we explicitly stated that it was not a prediction. And then if you guys want to read on this, I will leave the article down below. I think it's a little bit odd that they ran a fictional coronavirus epidemic and then went back to say that they weren't predicting anything. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think on this. So I guess that one seems to have been debunked. I am not entirely sure what I think or what I make of this. Now, for the main conspiracy that I have for you guys today. A researcher, a husband, and a student were escorted out of a lab in Winnipeg. It was said to be a possible policy breach and administrative matter, and this has been proven to be true.
The original story revealed that a researcher, her husband, and some of their graduate students were escorted out of the National Microbiology Lab in Winnipeg amidst an RCMP investigation into what the Public Health Agency of Canada described as a possible policy breach and administrative matter. That part is true.
Kyle Bass went out on Twitter to say, a husband and wife Chinese spy team were recently removed from a level 4 infectious disease facility in Canada for sending pathogens to the Wuhan facility. Husband specialized in coronavirus research. Interesting, right? This just like poses a question, like, did the Chinese government weaponize the virus, perhaps to control population growth? The lab has already confirmed that they had sent the Ebola virus and the Hantipa virus to the Wuhan facility. So this ties sending viruses from one facility to the other. They have said that they did not send the coronavirus. But what is telling us that they didn't? How do we know that they're telling the truth? You know? We don't. That's a problem, and nobody is giving us the truth. What some people are saying is that the husband and wife were deported from the US. I couldn't find any article that supported that claim, so I am not sure if they were actually deported. What I do know is that we don't know what these researchers or what this researcher and her husband are doing or where they are. So far, they haven't commented on the situation, so... And also, let's think about when they say policy breach. What is the policy that they didn't follow? And why aren't they telling us what it was? So what all this is saying is that the Chinese government might have weaponized this this virus in order to get rid of some of the population. Because if you look at the numbers, it seems to be that more men are being struck by this virus than women. There's more men in China than there is women, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, please, but that's... Another thing that people think is that maybe they had this coronavirus and it was sent out on accident, and now it's causing like this epidemic kind of thing, and it's gotten out of control and it's just hitting everything. China and the US are 2 out of the 3 most populated countries. If this virus ends up in India, which is another one of the most populated countries, that's gonna give us a new perspective to look into. You know how they say that the Simpsons predict the future? Well, there is an episode called March Chained, something like that, that was released in 1993 about an epidemic outbreak stemming from, I think, Japanese workers in this episode. I don't know. I will put it right here. And you guys tell me what you think.
Chest pain from answering the phone anymore. The dreaded Osaka flu has hit Springfield with over 300 cases now reported.
I don't know, but it's just fun to think about those things. This one is a little bit more of a stretch, but at some point we were noticing unexplained red lights in different parts of the world. The National Weather Service in Midland came out to say that it was a weather phenomenon. I can't speak. A weather whatever. Could it be a new world order trying to take over? Or perhaps they just want to eliminate some of the population so that they can start over. Because right after that, it was the whole Ukrainian Airlines a thing that happened, and then the coronavirus. Well, now here we are talking about this, and it's just spreading like wildfire, and they're not really telling us much about it. So these are my takes on this conspiracy. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. If you have a conspiracy that you'd like me to look at or talk about, drop it down in the comment below so that I know what to talk about. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.